Our top focus at this hour. Now, as tensions ramp up at the Russia-Ukraine border, Western leaders continue to pursue a two-pronged approach to de-escalate. That is, one is to increase military assistance to Ukraine, and the second is to continue full diplomatic efforts to defuse the crisis. Now, in the latest, Ukraine has urged Moscow to pull back its troops from Ukraine's border and continue talking to the West if it is serious about resolving the situation. Remember, Russia has deployed over 100,000 troops and heavy armor along Ukraine's borders, sparking fears of a Russian invasion. The United States and Britain too stepped up efforts to keep Moscow under pressure, saying that new devastating sanctions are being prepared against Russian individuals. Now, US senators have said that they are very close to reaching a deal on sanctioning Russia, which includes some measures that may take effect before any invasion. Now, this is because of actions Russia has already taken, like cyber attacks or the efforts to undermine the Kyiv government. The Senate bill would also target the most significant Russian banks and Russian sovereign debt, as well as provide more US military assistance to Ukraine. Experts say that such sanctions hitting Russian banks and financial institutions would not only affect daily life throughout Russia, but could roil major economies in Europe and elsewhere. Now, in London, Foreign Secretary Liz Truss said Britain would unveil sanctions legislation next week that would target a much wider variety of Russian economic targets. Now, with tensions rising, Canadian Defence Minister Anita Anand landed in Kyiv for an official visit. Anand announced that Canadian forces in Ukraine were being moved west for their protection, that it was temporarily withdrawing all non-essential employees from its Kyiv embassy. Now, relations between Russia and the West are at their lowest point since the Cold War. But Russia has maintained that it does not want war with the West. And in fact, listen to the latest comments from Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov.
Здесь иллюзий нет. Мы хотим добрых, ровных, взаимоуважительных, равноправных отношений с Соединенными Штатами, как и с любой другой страной мира. Об этом президент. И наученные горьким опытом мы не хотим оставаться в положении, когда наша безопасность просто ущемляется повседневно.
At the same time, Lavrov said that Moscow will seek from the West not just promises, but legally binding security guarantees that will regard Russia's legitimate interest in the region. Now, Russia says it wants respectful and equal relations with the world. And yet, Russian state TV showed the country's new Sukhoi fighter jets being deployed to the Kaliningrad region.
Направляем буквально сегодня официальный запрос по линии Министерства иностранных дел нашим коллегам в странах Альянса, ну и в других странах ОБСЕ, с настоятельным требованием разъяснить, как они намерены выполнять обязательства не укреплять свою безопасность за счет безопасности других, а если не намерены, то объяснить почему. Это будет ключевым вопросом при определении наших дальнейших действий, предложения о которых мы будем докладывать президенту России.
Now, the 4 fighter jets will be part of the Russian Baltic Fleet. Now, as tensions simmer, Russia has launched military drills across multiple fronts, including close ally Belarus. Remember, Russia has demanded the withdrawal of NATO from its borders and Eastern Europe and a promise that Ukraine will not be allowed to join the military alliance.